If you're like me, you've probably wondered, what's the point of life? What's the point of ever doing anything? What is the point? Maybe you've reached rock bottom, maybe something happened to you, maybe you've come to the realization that nothing that we do really ever matters. And so you ask yourself, what's the point? What's the point? Why shouldn't I just give up? And I think that that's a really universal experience. I think we all go through this at one point or another. And honestly, I wondered that myself, if there was actually a point to all of this. And the quick answer to that is that no, there isn't. But the long answer is that there is a point to it. And the point is to live. I'm back in my philosophy egg. If you guys don't know me, my name is Alex. I make videos about whatever I want to talk about. I'm back in my philosophy egg, giving very much like Mr. Cuddly Whiskers vibes. And it is hot as balls. My microphone, I lost it. I don't know where on earth I put it. So if the audio is terrible, I'm sorry, but I really need to make this video today because I saw this post and I wanted to talk about it. Is there actually a point in life? Just a genuine question, because the older I get, the more I find myself asking this question. What's the point in life? Why are we all here? To live for a while, maybe have children, and then die and be forgotten? Yes. I found myself at a point in my life where I feel like all I do is work and survive, and just have fun in between when I can. On the outside looking in, I'm doing okay. I have my own place, a loving girlfriend, and don't make crazy money, but I'm not broke. I don't like my job, although I can't leave unless I find something as good or better because I have bills. I find myself always worrying about the same things, such as finance, saving money, making sure I'm setting myself up better for my future, etc., but I still don't feel fulfilled. I'm planning on starting a family within the next few years. I'm gonna assume they're gonna become my purpose when me and my girlfriend have them. I just didn't think this is what being an adult was. I have moments where I'm happy and all, but more often than not, something feels missing. I don't get it. I'm 25, by the way. It's so funny because at the age of like 24 years old, I also had the same questions where I was wondering, like, what is the point? Why am I doing all of this? Just working and working and having children. And like, that's it. It seems like that's kind of all there is to life. And all of these like minute little things that happen, our relationships, our friendships, and really, honestly, that kind of is all there is. This is all there is. There is no point, there is no purpose, there's no nothing, there is nothing that drives us to do what we need to do. We just exist, we just are. And I know that that seems like a cop-out answer. I genuinely think if you come to realize that there's no purpose in life, that is going to help you so much. I think the thing that happens often is that we think we have a purpose in life and we try to chase that thing only to be left with a certain set of disappointment. And that's because we externalize our purpose and our meaning. Oh, when I finally have a girlfriend, I'll be happy. When I'll finally have a family, I'll be happy. When I finally have a good job, I'll be happy, or I'll feel fulfilled. But the fact that we're externalizing all of this doesn't mean that we're actually going to be fulfilled. It just changes the goalpost to something else. And then at the end, you'll realize that you won't feel fulfilled with anything that you've achieved, really, because you always couldn't feel good enough with just yourself, with just this experience. I know that that's a really terrible answer, but really, this is all there is. The things that we go through, the things that we experience, and this is all there is. And it might seem sad, it might seem depressing, but look at it this way. This is the only existence that we have left. And then afterwards, we're gone. You can either look at it as existentially dreadful, which, I mean, we all kind of do, like, oh, we're gonna die, oh no, death is imminent, we gotta do everything that we need to do before we die. Or you can look at it from the perspective of, oh, thank fuck, I'm gonna die one day. Let me do everything that I want to do now, not be afraid of embarrassment, not be afraid of failure. Let me do it now, because who cares when I'm gonna be dead? There's two ways you can look at it. And although we don't have a purpose or a meaning at the core of it all, there's no set script of things that we need to do in life. We get to make our own script of what we want to achieve in life. And honestly, If we look at it externally, if we think that relationships are going to fulfill us, jobs are going to fulfill us, a family's going to fulfill us, they fulfill certain aspects of it, but they don't fulfill our sense of purpose, of what makes us happy, genuinely, selfishly, almost, too. And that takes a lot of time to develop. It takes a lot of time to figure that shit out, because it is not easy. Even me, to this day, I still have no idea what my purpose is. And all you have to do is just do whatever it is that you want to do to find that purpose. But we can't, because we sacrifice ourselves. And because we need to pay these bills, because we need to live in society, we sacrifice a lot of the things that would give us purpose for the world, for the betterment of the world, as we think. And it's fucked, because this is the way the world is. We think that we have a duty to society, and so we sacrifice the things that actually make us happy. But how about you just do whatever it is that you want to do? And maybe that seems like a little privilege, but at least find the time in between the things that you're doing to do something that you actually genuinely enjoy doing, that gives you a sense of purpose in this world. And it might not be written in the stars, it might not be externally driven. It has to be something like within you that you're like, oh wow, like this actually makes me happy doing it. And not in the oh, because I get a reward, because I get something back. No, it's something that you give, that you do, that you feel internally rewarded for. And it's so hard to find. It is so difficult to find. And the worst part is that it changes also. And then the worst part is that we have to settle for jobs and things that don't align with the things that we want to do with our lives. And that's life. And thank God we only have one of it. Thank God we go through this pain, this suffering, this beauty once. We might not have meaning. We might not have purpose. We might not have any of this. All we have is this moment that is right here. You and me being here, me talking to the camera, you watching this video. This is the only moment that we have. Everything that happened before, everything that's going to happen in the future, those don't exist anymore. It's just this moment. In this moment, do whatever it is that you want to do with your time, with your life. Something that makes you feel genuinely fulfilled. And it takes a lot of time to figure that out. It's not easy to figure out. I'm still in the process of figuring that out. But what's the point of living if you don't wake up every day saying, thank God I'm alive. Thank God I get to do this thing that I love doing. Isn't that the meaning of life? Just to do things that you love. Be embedded by love. Be surrounded by love. Because it's really, really, really difficult to figure that out. It's not easy to find your purpose in this life. It's not easy to find meaning. Because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist outside of yourself. You get to figure that shit out. Nobody else is going to figure that shit out for you. No society, no culture is going to tell you what you need to do to be happy. Only you can tell yourself how to be happy. And that takes a lot of courage, and that takes a lot of work, and that takes a lot of patience. But I genuinely believe we have this one life, this one beautiful, destructive, horrible fucking life. Might as well fucking do something you like.